Buenos dias and welcome to Mama Lotties. Today I have an extra special guest for you. Her name is Gabi and she joins me all the way from Croatia. Though she's been living here for 4 years, I'm excited to find out what recipe she's got for us today. So hello Gabi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me. So
Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking really forward to that.
Thank you. I'm excited to see what we're going to make today because I'm going to make pinchitos, which is a tradition everyone knows, more or less knows how to make it here. It's very popular in the summer. But you've got 2 extra special recipes for me today, which I've never heard of.
That's right. And you will see how similar the Mediterranean Sea is, how similar the countries can be combined when it comes to food. The 2 recipes I brought, it's not from the sea. It's a bit like from the inside of Croatia, but everybody knows it.
I'm looking forward to learning those. So I can't even pronounce them, so you're going to have to tell me what they're called.
For the main dish, we're going to have Cevapcici, which is a common Croatian, actually it's a kind of street food. It's like having here fish and chips.
So it's a very traditional dish over there.
Exactly, that's what you always do when you have a barbecue at home, but usually you can do it also in the pan.
So it's a meat dish.
It's minced meat.
Okay.
And you eat it with onions and with a flat bread.
So it's like pita bread.
Exactly.
Yeah, so and for dessert there's something extra sweet that you're going to make for us?
It's a traditional cake which everybody does at home over the weekend. It's a quick one, but everybody knows it, and it's called Cupavce, which means messy hair.
Why is it messy hair?
Because it's because of the coconut flakes, and it looks
so
like...
it's a sponge covered in chocolate and then finished off with...
Exactly.
So which is going to be the messy part. Perfect. I love that. Before we start on our Croatian cuisine, I'm going to get things going with some perfect pinchitos. So first off, we need to dice the chicken.
Okay.
And we need to marinate it in the bowl. So have you ever made pinchitos before? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Now you've been here for what, 4 years? You said, no?
Yeah, it's 4.5 nearly.
So you've gotten used to making a lot of local recipes.
Oh yeah, I did a lot already. I love to cook. I love to eat. So I love everything what is behind and in the kitchen. Let's do some nice pinchitos. How will you prepare them?
These I'm going to marinate with chili flakes, sweet paprika and garlic salt or garlic powder. Usually when I dice these, I like to soak them up in milk.
All right.
And I leave them in the fridge for an hour.
Okay.
So the reason I soak them up in the milk is because the milk keeps the chicken really juicy and tender when you're cooking it.
All right.
So it doesn't dry out in the oven. I'm going to cook these in the grill.
Not in pan then, okay.
So you've done them in the pan usually?
Yeah, I just fry them in the pan.
Yeah.
And I finish them in the oven actually, so they stay juicy and they don't dry out.
I've never done them in the pan, but the way I do them is under the grill. I keep them there for, I don't know, at least 20 minutes until the chicken is completely white.
Yeah.
And then I serve it, but I'm going to serve it with a dip this time. So
what kind of dip will you prepare?
The dip I'm going to make for this is going to be Greek yogurt, mint with a bit of lemon.
Okay.
Just mix it all together so that you get the difference of the spicy chicken
and
with the sort of the calming, smooth and refreshing taste of the dip. So the chicken's all diced up. Now, as I said, usually I put milk in this and then I drain the milk out.
Okay.
For this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and marinate it. So I use chili flakes, or you can use chili powder or cayenne pepper.
Okay.
That depends because sometimes some are spicier than others.
You like to eat spicy?
I like spicy food.
Okay, good.
No, too spicy. There's a limit to my spice levels. Then we've got the sweet paprika, which will give it the color. And a bit like.
We use it a lot in Croatia.
And the garlic salt. So we're not going to add any more salt to this.
All right.
And then finish it off with a drizzle of olive oil and use this to marinate everything.
And it smells already good.
Yeah, you can already smell all the flavors coming through there, and you can see the color changing.
Yeah.
You can be tidy and use a spoon for this, but because we're going to use our hands anyway, that's why I didn't use my hands, you're going to have to give me a hand with this. We're going to now skewer the chicken.
All right.
So just skewer them through, and then we're going to put them straight onto the oven tray there and grill them.
All right, so let's do it.
When we make barbecues in Gibraltar, this is sort of I think it's a bit of a tradition that all the family gets together and everyone, helps out making the pinchitos.
Basically, we do the same, but not with pinchitos. Actually, we do a whole lamb or a whole pork because it's just easier, and they do an event out of it.
And the whole family sort of chips in and helps.
Exactly. They're sitting 8-9 hours in front of the little pig and waiting until it's finished, and then you just sit together and have drinks and eat.
I know. I love family get-togethers like that, where everyone is eating, everyone's cooking together, just having a great time.
Exactly, and that's the point.
All the great time revolves around food, really.
Exactly. As my parents are both Croatian, I grew up with Croatian kitchen. So the recipes and everything is actually Croatian. So they kept the tradition of Croatian food in Germany.
Which is where you grew up.
Exactly.
Aside from the Croatian food, you also learned German food. You've now learned Gibraltarian food.
Exactly.
And then you've got the Spanish as well. I'm assuming you're getting more accustomed
influence.
to...
It's actually, I love to cook everything. I'll try Indian food, I'll try Turkish food, Moroccan food, like a tagine or whatever. I like to try out different styles, different food. My belief is that if you like to cook, you just need a bit of fantasy, and that's it. I mean, recipes are there not to stick on them. You have your own taste.
You adapt to it.
Exactly.
So these are ready. I'm going to put them in the grill for about 20 minutes.
Wow, this looks amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to let these cool down for a bit. And in the meantime, we can prepare the dip. I've got Greek yogurt, some mint, a bit of lemon. So first we need to chop the mint down.
Okay.
So just a few leaves. So is mint something that you cook a lot with in Croatia? Or?
Actually, no.
No, never.
No.
You don't use it in anything?
No, actually you use it only when you're sick or feeling ill, and then you cook a tea.
When some mojitos.
Well, probably now they come with mojitos, but in the past, no.
We've used it in our soups here, in some of the stews that we use it. So it's quite, I think we're using quite a lot of our recipes here. Then I'm going to get the yogurt, so just mix it all up. And a squeeze of the lemon, which I use in my hand because I don't want any pips to fall in there. Lemon is going to sort of thin out the yogurt a bit as well. And we just keep adding this until we're happy with it. And then put some fresh mint in there. We want it on the side as well. And that's going to be the dip. That's simple. There we go. I put some dip on the side to garnish with some mint, and everything all ready to go.
Looks delicious. So let's try it.
We should give it a try.
Okay.
I think I find it easier this way. So it's not too hot because I didn't add too much chili, and the sweet paprika gives it that nice sweetness undertone.
Really good, really good, and the
dip.
The dip is amazing.
It works perfect. It's refreshing with it.
It's perfect.
Oh, perfect. So I think we should finish this off, and then you can get me started on the
Cevapcici.
Cevapcici.
Yay! Perfect. Well done.
Gabi takes the reins next to show me a family favourite from Croatia, Cevapcici.
So actually what we are going to do now is we are going to prepare a flatbread, which in Croatian it's lepinja, and this is typical for the cevapcici because you eat it with your fingers, so you have to put the meat inside.
Perfect.
And you can just enjoy, and if it's warm and fresh done, it's amazing.
It's like we do with the Cupavce when you open up the bread.
Exactly. What we need is 500 grams of flour. Then we need a little bit of salt as well, and I'll just... That's enough. And we have 300 milliliters of warm water.
Yeah.
And usually I take fresh yeast, but that one's a dry one. So we put, I think, 7 grams for half a kilo of flour. That's fine. You just...
Which you need to activate it first.
Exactly. You put the yeast into the warm water.
Yeah.
And then we will add it to the flour. Make a little hole here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we add step by step the water with the yeast. And we're going to mix that.
Just all together.
It's just not going into the hole. But doesn't matter, just slowly.
With our hands, just mix it all together.
Exactly, it has to be soft. Okay, basically what we're going to do now is we're going to put it into the oven, just put it on 50 degrees.
Okay, so that's to like proof it. So
Yeah, and then we will just put it in and leave it in for around 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then it will raise.
Okay.
And then we can continue. All right, half an hour, it should be fine now.
Okay.
The dough, we're going to make it now flat. We're going to cover it a little bit with yolk.
Yeah.
And then in the oven for around 20-25 minutes.
At what temperature?
200.
200, okay. So let's get this out. It shouldn't be too hot, so we left it there at a low temperature, so it's just a bit warm.
So that's absolutely good. So what we're going to do is just doing it like that a little bit.
It's like pizza, stretch it
Yeah,
out.
it's similar, exactly. And we will need a little bit of flour.
Okay.
I will put it here. Then we'll do the flat bread.
So I'm going to crack the egg in the meantime.
Oh, perfect, thank you very much. When you do the flatbread, you should stick it a little bit more in the middle. So at the end, it's a bit thicker. And a little bit of olive oil, and you do just some holes.
And you can season this with whatever herbs you want.
You can do, I prefer it with sesame and a little bit of cumin. Other people put some oregano on top. You can do that as well.
Okay.
Or whatever you prefer. And then just into the oven.
And that's it, just cover it up.
And that's it. It's simple, and you always have fresh bread.
We'll put that in the oven now.
Perfect.
We'll leave it there for 20 minutes, we said. 200.
200, and then we will get a nice flatbread for our main dish.
Okay, so it's time for the meat.
Exactly. Now we have to prepare the cevapcici, and I'm looking forward to it.
Let's
now.
get started with that then.
Okay, perfect.
Cevapcici time.
Cevapcici time.
Cevapcici time.
Nearly. Okay, yeah. We're going to prepare cevapcici.
Yeah.
What we need is 500 grams of minced beef.
Okay.
If you wanted to do it traditional, you can do half beef and half lamb.
Ah, okay.
We need a lot of garlic, onions, salt, a bit of cayenne pepper because we like it spicy, a little bit of baking powder, which makes the cevapcici then softer.
Right, okay.
It's a little secret. Not everybody uses it, but I like it.
Well, this is new to me, so...
So, yeah, exactly. We need to have it traditional, like in the flatbread, you need to have Ajvar.
Ajvar, which is a sauce.
Ajvar is a relish or a sauce made of aubergines, paprika, onions, garlic, and it's traditional. You have to have cevapcici with Ajvar.
With Ajvar. I'm making note of that. For if I ever go to Croatia, that's what I have to ask for.
You have to, otherwise you just text me. So let's start. So let's put the meat in.
The meat, go.
Whoop. We're going to peel and chop the onion.
Okay.
And we need garlic as well.
Yeah. So I can do the garlic if you want. Very finely chopped? Okay.
As small as better. And the same with the onion.
This recipe is, you learnt it from your family, or is it just...
My dad was the barbecue king.
Okay.
So he loved barbecues, and it was always his job. He did them. The problem only was, when he did them, nobody could eat them because they were very spicy. I just did not put that many chili in, so it was okay. So I changed his recipe a little bit. You can buy them everywhere. When you're like in the city, you have like the little shops selling cevapcici. Or we have a lot of Turkish influence from the past. Especially when you, for example, go to Sarajevo, to Bosnia, you will find the cevapcici shops everywhere. And also, as I mentioned, they will prepare it with lamb meat instead of beef or half-half.
If anyone doesn't like lamb or doesn't like beef, they could adapt it and make it with pork.
You also have it in chicken version nowadays.
Okay, I put 3 garlic cloves in here. So.
Okay, so let's put that in.
Yeah.
Can you just...
Okay.
All right. So we have the beef, we have the onions, we have the garlic.
Yeah.
Now we need cayenne pepper, just a little bit.
Okay.
We don't want to
teaspoon
have it...
or 2 teaspoons?
It's just like
just
pinch,
sprinkle. Okay.
like you have to have a feeling. Pimento dulce.
Yeah.
You can put a little bit more
Yeah.
of paprika because we love paprika.
Brilliant.
And we put it in everything.
I love it. I use it in almost everything.
So what we need is vegeta.
Vegeta, which is a sort of a stock.
But it's without meat.
Okay, yeah, so vegetable stock, yeah.
This is the traditional one, but nowadays you can have it without gluten.
Well, I've never seen it before, so can I buy it here?
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
It's a Croatian product,
Yeah.
and I buy it on Amazon. So as this is very salty, we have to be careful with it.
Okay.
Careful means, I don't know, let's try.
Careful and Gabi will just go for it.
Exactly, so I won't use more than that. And then we'll have a try. Baking powder. Everybody's saying, what, Gabi, you're doing baking powder in the meat?
Yeah, we're not
Are you
making a cake.
crazy? Alternatively, you can also use sparkling water, that's fine.
Instead of the...
Exactly, it's doing the same job, it's just getting it more fluffy. So we're just going to add just a little bit, half a teaspoon should be fine. Just like that. And now...
We mix.
There is an egg, we forgot it. So
Oh,
let's
wait.
put the egg in.
And one egg.
Yes, and now you can...
Oh, now it feels even better.
Ah, you
Thanks.
see. So now actually we don't need oil,
No.
because we're going to put oil into the pan.
So you can always feel free to try if you find that it's not salty enough or it's not spicy enough.
Just add whatever you think
add a bit more.
it needs.
Okay. That's all mixed.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I think we're going to prepare and shape them out now.
Exactly, in the Cevapcici shape. They say it should be like a finger,
Yeah.
but a little bit thicker, but as long as a finger.
As long as a finger.
Yeah.
My finger might be a bit longer than yours.
So your Cevapcici will be bigger than mine.
All right, so just get a bit.
Exactly, I will
And
help
then-
you. It's a bit sticky.
How's that? Better?
Too thick.
I'll get the hang of this eventually.
We put them into shape.
Yep.
So now let's put some olive oil into the pan and let's fry them. Exactly.
Okay.
Croatian kitchen is not very healthy. So
We'll use olive oil. Olive oil is okay.
we use a bit more.
All right, well, we'll fry these. When these are almost done, I'll take the bread out the oven. We can serve it.
Perfect. And then we can serve it.
Okay.
Nearly done. All right, here we go.
Now that looks
That's
good.
our flat bread for today.
And these, I'm going to take them off from the
That
oil.
look good. I'm going to chop the onions and
Okay.
prepare the onions because we need fresh onions. In Croatia, we use a lot of onions and garlic, so never enough.
We use a lot of tomatoes, onions, and peppers here.
The same.
Yeah.
The same. Basically, what you have in the garden. And our family, for example, in Croatia, they have huge gardens because they just grow their own potatoes, their own paprika, their own everything for the winter. So they prepare everything for the winter. That's what they do. So what we need now 4 pieces. Every piece has to be like a bit so you
Like a
can open.
pocket.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's your job.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So basically you open it a little bit. Oh, it's still hot.
Yeah, very hot.
And for the special flavor, we need a little bit of that inside. It's a must.
Extra healthiness.
You just can't do it without.
Yeah.
It would be a sin.
So the Ajvar goes last.
The Ajvar goes last. Exactly. So we're doing some of these in here. It depends how huge the bread is. Usually in Croatia, when you have it, you have like 10 of these of Cevapcici into a bigger bread. But
Well, we'll keep it modest.
yeah, we'll do like the light version. So what you do is you put some Ajvar on top. Ajvar is, as I said, a relish from cooked paprika, aubergines.
But are they roasted in the oven?
No, you can do that. It depends on the recipe. You have different ways,
Yeah.
but usually you cook it for ages, and then you just fill it up. I mean, that's what the people do in the summer when everything grows, all the paprika and everything.
Everything's fresh.
Yeah, and then you do it for the winter.
Ah,
So
okay.
you're doing...
But it keeps in the fridge and the freezer and then...
in the cellar or somewhere.
Ah.
Yeah. So you do the Ajvar in, and now the best part, onions. Fresh onions. And that's it. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah? I'm impressed. What do you think?
Oh, that
All right.
looks good. So, let's
give
go.
Give it a taste?
Uh-huh. Try it.
Delicious. Oh, that's nice. That is really, really...
Ajvar.
The sauce is
It's
beautiful.
good.
And the meat's very sweet as well because of the onions in it. It's not too hot because we didn't add a lot of spice in it. But everything just balances out perfectly with the bread, everything.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, thank you very much for showing me this.
You're welcome.
I'm going to finish this one. I think
Okay.
afterwards, if I've got a bit of space left, we're going to try the dessert.
Oh, yes.
Because that dessert, anything with chocolate, you have me. And anything
So
with coconut, even better.
Yeah, you see. So, again, something that you from Gibraltar love
Yeah.
and I love from Croatia.
Well,
and
good.
it's combined.
Let's do it then, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Okay, so let's start the dessert.
Yes, my favorite.
We need eggs.
Yeah.
Actually, we need 3 eggs,
3 eggs.
all in,
The whole thing.
the whole thing. 2 cups of sugar. So again, it's a healthy cake, yeah? So we need healthy ingredients, a lot of sugar, a lot of oil. Again, oil.
This is going to be traditional homemade, nothing healthy in this cake. But everything tastes amazing.
Exactly, that's what I just wanted to add. So that's one. Another one.
This is looking really fluffy.
That's
Like
perfect.
a mousse now, sort of.
Exactly. So now we're going to add oil and milk,
Yeah.
then the flour and the baking powder.
So in goes our sunflower oil and our milk. And give it a good whisk.
Plain flour, 2 cups.
Okay.
A bit of baking powder. Basically, that's it. We can heat the oven if you wish.
To what temperature do we heat it?
Usually I do it on 150. Around 20 minutes should be fine.
The baking powder is just going to help it rise.
Exactly, so it will be like fluffy. I think we forgot the best part.
Oh dear.
So, the special bit of rum.
The special oomph.
Oomph, exactly.
Yeah.
So, should we do it the Croatian way or the proper German way?
We'll do it your way. So it's that rum that we're adding?
That's a proper rum. Just use a good rum which has a deep flavor. Perfect. And now this has to go into the oven, 150 degrees, around 20 minutes, 25.
Gabi, this smells incredible.
Okay,
I think it's almost ready, or should be ready by now.
just take it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now that colour is exactly what we want.
Leave it on the side just to cool down a little bit. And we can melt the chocolate and prepare.
Usually I melt chocolate the bain-marie style, which is with water.
No,
Not this time.
no, we're doing it with milk. And
Okay.
again, it's very healthy, so we need a lot of chocolate. So put it in.
Okay. We've got 500 grams of chocolate.
Actually, I always need more
Okay.
than the 500, so I always melt
So it's a
little
good thing
bit
we've got
more.
about 600 there. So it's fine.
Exactly. So instead of water, I put a little bit of milk, and then let's melt it. And now the best part.
It's coating them.
You lift up a cube, you put it into the chocolate. So basically what you do is you just...
Delicately coat it because it's going to be quite soft.
This takes a little bit of time, actually. So you just put it into the coconut.
Now, ideally, if you were to let these cool down,
it would be
longer,
better.
it would be better.
Exactly. It's still warm.
So let these cool down completely before you coat them. So the final touch to our Cupavce is a liberal coating of melted chocolate and a final dazzling sprinkle of cocoa flakes. What's not to love? So Gabi, we tried the pinchitos.
Which were amazing.
Thank you very much. And we tried your
Cevapcici.
Cevapcici, which was delicious.
Thank you.
And that sauce, the Ajvar sauce, which was beautiful.
I'll get you some.
Yeah, thank you. And now I really want to try these chocolate covered coconut amazingness.
Cupavce.
Cupavce.
Go ahead, enjoy.
Beautiful. I'm super happy then. No, these are really, really soft. And that coconut gives it a really, really nice
I'm happy
finish.
you like it. As I said, that's one of my favorites.
You're not having any?
Yeah.
You leave me on my own.
I'm dieting.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. And how do you say bon appetit in Croatian?
It's simple. It's dobar tek.
Dobar tek. So dobar tek,
Dobar
everyone.
tek.
And thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you all next week. Mwah. Thank you.
Oh.
I loved it. If you want to catch up with all the recipes and ingredients for today's dishes, head over to mamalotties.com. See you next week.